Hi everyone, Dorota Nail, international nail artist and educator here, and today we are gonna do some summer nail art. Have a preview of it in here. I love creating this kind of work and I hope you'll love to watch it too, so let's start. Absolutely very yummy set, and I hope you will really guys enjoy it. So normally I used to do oranges like in one color, but I thought we are gonna use Squeeze the Orange 239 and 240 just to make an ombre, and I think it does looks fantastic, like why not. So I'm just painting the color orange and then painting the yellow on the bottom. I've got my form in here as well, and we are gonna use both of the sides. So one side here for the ombre, and I cut the sponges into so many small pieces like that I can reuse, like from one sponge I can do quite a few sets. Grab it with the tweezer, remove any fluff which might be on the sponge, and then start tapping in to create my ombre. So like you want to make sure you've got it everywhere, nice and slow around the cuticle, and there is lots of videos how I'm doing it on the client, so you can check them out on short, long nails, any kind of colors. It's works magic. Then clear acrylic powder. I'm just using the Nail Perfect clear powder, and then sprinkle over it. The reason why I'm pouring the acrylic powder for those of you who are here first time is just so I can make a really nice and pigmented ombre much faster. Otherwise the sponge will kind of keep absorbing the product and you could go with hundreds layers and you wouldn't be satisfied. So this is just speeding up the process. As you can see, it like the sponge drinks all the product. And if I would keep applying it just with the sponge and no help of the acrylic, it will just take ages. Like make sure there is no fluff. So if I have fluff, that's why I've got the form, and you can see the fluff did transfer nicely on the back of the form. Just to keep my design nice and clean. And the structure, like the texture, not structure, the texture will be gone as well once we apply the top coat. Straight away slapping it on the other one. The only difference is like doing it on the tip and on the client nail, I will just paint neater around the cuticle area, just so I've got less work later on with sponging, and then tap it on the side. Tap it on the side because these parts of the sponge are clean, and that's the parts which you can use to touch the client's skin. Probably with every technique, you have to try it a few times before you get it right, but I do really hardly recommend it, this technique. Okay, and then on the last one, it is so much faster. When you're working with the acrylic, and you sprinkle it, watch it, because acrylic is obviously lots of small bits of the dry it out monomer. So they kind of like sliding the things if you split them on your desk. Okay, and then repeat the steps. We don't need acrylic powder anymore because it just gives us a really nice texture to do the second layer of the ombre. I don't remove it, even like I just apply it straight away. And see, now my sponge doesn't drink the product. The product is sticking really nice to the acrylic. And I'm going up and down and to the sides. Obviously, because it's an orangey set. I mean, it could do as a lemon as well, lemon and orange in a one set. I'm just blending the colors nicely. Happy with this one, so I can give it a cure. Do repeat the process on the other ones, and sometimes you might have actually enough product on the sponge. See, you might have enough product on the sponge to do your ombre. So you don't have to even reapply it. Like if I want my colors very pigmented, I might just do 2 layers and then the third layer what I've got left on the sponge. But if you feel you're missing the color, just add it on like I did it and this one. Happy with that one. So quick and fast. The pink is not gonna have design. So basically we are gonna do the design on 2 other nails. And the 2 other ones are gonna be just an ombre. So definitely pink is gonna be just ombre. So I'm gonna kind of make it cleaner. You know, when sometimes we do things like rushing, I would say, they aren't as perfect. So for this one, I'm gonna pay attention to my blending and just spend a little longer time. Like I am very satisfied with it. So let's cook it. And then orange. The yellow one is really like neony and pigmented, so I don't add any more of the yellow. I'm kind of want more orange in there. That's why I have just put orange. Like make sure it's everywhere. Keep tapping, blending until you really satisfy. Up and down is a good motion as well, so sides and up and down. Okay, we can move on into the next step. So this part I needed, and then drop of both of the colors. Just a small drop, and then some white French gel. Really large scoop of the French gel. And then I need to just grab them. So let me do them in the order. That's the order. Yeah, okay. So do I want them close together? No, I don't want to close them together. So this one will be finished, and then the design we are going to place on those 2. And the design I want to go on this nail that direction. So what you want to do it is you want to paint like a half a moon shape. Now we've got a bit rough surface, and that's making our painting more difficult. You can see the brush is splitting a little bit, but this isn't like something very precise we need to do, so I do not care. Like I would still carry on and do that way. If I would paint something extremely precise, my suggestion would be do apply the top coat, rebuff it, and then you can have a really nice and smooth surface. Now just a wee triangle kind of shape, and make sure it is nice and rounded on the top, and then going thinner. Again, round this off, like making sure the things are looking like a lemon or an orange, and then we can just go in there just like this. Then do the same in here, so like a wee triangle, color it in, and once you've got it, you can just round it off. So rounded it off. This is a design which I have done quite a few times on the clients, like they really love it. And you can do it in a one color or in an ombre, and I think actually it's quite nice to see it in an ombre version. I wasn't sure how it will look, so I thought I will do it only on the femme, but I definitely really like it. Just prolong it. Okay, and then we need one last one more. Make it nice and rounded. Drag it straight away to save the time. I'm dipping in my brush in a yellow color. I've got some white in there, and I'm just doing like a wee lines. 1, 2. Another one, drop of the orange, because this one is getting orangey. I've got too much orange, so going there and then there. You can see what the acrylic does is splitting my brush, so I have to reshape it. Again, those orangey one. more orange and white. So we want these parts to be lighter than the actual color we've got in there. Perfect. I'm just gonna cure it. This one is ready, so I'm just quickly gonna top coat them. And look what is happening. We had some texture here, and now the texture is gone. It's a really nice and smooth one. It works for 2 colors, 3, 10, any amount of the colors you want. As long as you don't have those fluff from the sponge. So like make sure you always keep dabbing in to remove that fluff. Okay, and then on this one, I want to go opposite direction. Clean my brush because I have picked up the orange on it. So I just re-cleaned my brush, reshaped it, and doing those lemon here, orange. Let me know in the comments below, like if you think it is an orange or a lemon. It's a hybrid, hybrid orange. Okay, so nice and rounded shape. Rounded shape. Color it in and straighten it. You really want those edges to be nice and rounded. So there we are. Shape the brush again. So normally I can paint the lines a bit smoother. As I say, the texture is a little bit disturbing. I can still control my brush, and for this design it doesn't really matter. It also reminds me of those butterfly wing nail art as well. A little bit. Patrick really badly wanted me to do the black butterfly. I need to do it. I'm just thinking like it's a little bit not seasoned for a black butterfly. I think it will be really nice, Patrick.
Why you wear black
clothes? Because
summer?
I like it. So you
I
can
like
wear
black design on summer.
Yeah. More yellow here. Let me know, guys, if you want to see the black butterfly. Too dark. Perfect. Let's cook it. Apply the top coat over this one. I think applying the oranges on all of it would be a little bit too much. So again, a very salon friendly design. It is not annoying, like even if it has 3D, and I would say it is pretty fast to do it. Okay, we have to apply the top coat in here as well. So I'm just doing my High Shine No Wipe Top Gel. Oh, I've got some mess in here. Get rid of that. I know where all my black fluffs are coming from. It's from the clothes, because I'm always wearing just a black clothes. Okay, top coat this one. Like, I'm checking how the top coat is applied on. Like, I usually do quite a decent amount of the top coat, I would say. Just to kind of make sure everything is perfect. Okay, the pinky is ready. I can just place it at our display. There we are. And then which one? This one. Clean my brush again, and then we are gonna use the fiber gel and clear. Get rid of that.
We do drops of the water.
So yes, we will be doing drops of the water, but it's not the water I'm kind of most excited about. It is the actual inside of the orange. So what you want to do is pick up like a blob of the product and then just drag it in to make your orange look 3D. I would suggest, depending on the... Oh, I smudged them together. There we are. I would suggest. That's what I would suggest, guys. I would suggest, guys, that you do not all of them together. Like, so you would do some, pick up again, do it one in here, and then cure it. You don't need them really big, that's why I'm kind of using the D-liner brush. And what I'm doing is, on the beginning, I'm trying to release more product. Like, that's why I'm kind of doing those shaky emotions. So release the product, have more there, and then very little. More, very little. More, and just a wee tiny line which can squeeze in between. And on the client, I would work one hand, other hand, one hand, other hand. That's probably the easiest way. You could also use the top coat for it as well. Like, top coat is always much more precise, but the trouble with it, it is so much thinner, so it will just run much faster. That's why actually the clear gel is a very helpful in here. Again, let's cure it. So really don't do it. Like, I don't want to rush this design. Like, sometimes I'm speeding up too much with the things and I'm showing ugly designs. So with this one, I'm just gonna take my time and do it nice and slowly, because I think it's a pretty nice design. Again, nice and slow. Okay, where else I'm missing something here? Kind of almost like go over the lines you have created before. Release. Okay, let's cook it. And then on this one, I miss just two. One, two. Straight away, I can do some water droplets. But I will try maybe with the dotting tool. So normally I use my brush. I'm gonna see how it will work with the dotting tool. easier. Dotting tool is stiffer. Couple water drops. What I'm doing is like I'm kind of touching it, and then I'm going in like lots of rounded motion to separate the gel from the dotting tool. Again, do it only as many as you feel like your product is gonna stay in that place. So that's plenty for me. And do it the same in here, and then I can show you the final look of this yummy set. Actually, lemon is so good. Like I always drink a water with the lemon, and I actually find it like that's easy. That's really easy way for me. Like if I have it in the morning, that's really easy way for me to lose the weight as well. I don't know what it does. Like I mean, vitamin C speed up the healing of the body, and also make me more full. I would say the water with the lemon. So I tend to snack less. We tip for those of you who are watching us till the end of the videos. Like I tend to always get you nice tips at the end of the video. Okay, so we've got the middle finger, and then this one is ready. Of course, you would go and remove the inhibition layer from the gel. This is our ring finger. I'm always taking so long time to stick them in there. But I think if they stick ugly, they just don't look nice. So have to be at least half decent. There we are. That's a set which we have created, and yeah, I quite like it so much. I mean, you could do it actually like by looking at it now. What you could do it is you could do just the middle of the orange on the middle one, and that's what actually on all of them would look still good as well. I hope guys you have really enjoyed this video. Sending you huge glittery hacks, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.